Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing today? Welcome back for another episode on the World of Otium server. We are here in our glass ball that we did get finished. I did do a little bit of extra work, got this thing finished. You can kind of see the whole thing all the way up to the tippy top. Got it all done. Yeah, you can see here I have a bit of a identity crisis as well. We have actually added in mob heads onto the server as well. It's definitely picking those up left and right here as different people are hunting things. But it's been a pretty busy week here, been doing pretty well here, getting some things done. So you kind of see here I got some things laid out, and got a bunch of work down below that I still got to get done. So I'm gonna go get some of this stuff prepped up. And then I'll bring you back in, and start talking about what the plan is for this initial episode. So I will see you here in a bit. Alright, everybody, welcome back. So, we are moving on here pretty cleanly, and we have got ourselves our layout here on what we're going to be doing. So, let's talk about what we've got here. So, I think the nether portal, I'm going to build another building around it over here. That's actually how we're going to enter this particular province and area. And what I've got here are the rings of the building. Don't mind the cactus farm. You'll find out about that later. And this is what we're doing here is I've got these rings set up that are going to be the bulk of the tower. And these rings are in different blocks. And no, this is not what we're going to be building with. That's in that chest right there. But they're helping me be able to identify what I'm doing as far as mocking it up. These are pretty easy colors blocks to come by. So we've been mocking those up. And what we're going to do is we're building these rings that go up, and then they're going to start spiraling, and that's what's going to happen here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up a little bit. This is going to go straight up to that platform right there. And then it's going to start slightly shrinking and twisting until it reaches this circle right here. And each of these circles have been laid out on the size that I want when they reach that point. So at this level, all of these rings are going to stay basically the same. Now, I will say this, is that this base area in here is not going to stay rings. You can kind of see that there's an opening here. Probably going to do a little bit of manipulating and getting these to sort of close off right in this area. This is going to be our grand entrance, and then we'll sort of close them off here as well, sort of give a feel of a connected tower. And give us a nice big space underneath. That's the other kind of idea behind it as well. So this granite one is going to go up, stop here at this size. So this is basically going to go straight up. And then what we're going to start doing is start going to twisting it and shrinking it just a little bit up, a little bit, as it comes over to this size. Right here. Okay. And then it's going to go from a circle on the back and twist up to a circle centered off of this column right here. And then from here, it's going to go up and catch along the front here. So it'll be the dominant color along the front. This will be the full size of it as far as the front circle. And we're going to do these in stages, and we're going to bring up sort of all the colors together on this. And then it's going to continue to go up, continue to shrink. You can see each of these circles up here are getting smaller and smaller as we go up. And as you can see, it's sort of twisting itself around. Going to come up to here. And finally going to end up right here. Basically, it's going to do one full swing around the entire thing and then end right here in this much smaller circle, right? So that's a 51 diameter, and this is a, look at my notes, this is a 9 diameter. And then what it's going to do is it's going to work itself up. It's going to spread out, and it's going to work itself up to hold up this glass dome. And it is going to, let me get all the way up to the top here and we'll take a look at it. And this will be a good one. So you can see where that's going to go. So it's going to go at this circle right there by the bed, and it's going to work its way up and catch right over here at this circle right here on the edge. And that's where this is going to end at. Or this is where it's going to match up. It's going to be a 5 wide circle, and then it's going to go up a little ways and stop, and that's going to be the top of the tower. So it's going to be done out of 3 different colors. Each of them is slightly different. You know, each of them is a solid color. They're slowly going to work their way up, so that as you're looking down, not intentionally did it, but see how that sort of fits in the one below it as it goes down. And that's kind of the idea behind it, to get that perspective. So we're going to build up the tower as best we can. And like I said, we're going to do these with all the colors all at the same time as we go up. So basically, we're going to do a quarter, and then we're going to stop. And we're going to bring up the other colors, and we're going to stop. Sort of figuring out how we're going to tie them all together. Because if I bring up just one, what I'm going to end up is going to have a whole bunch of extra blocks, because as we come up and blocks are touching, we're again going to sort of shave out this middle. So this entire center is not necessarily going to have blocks in it. You will kind of see that when we work on the one down below. So let's jump down there and take care of that. A little scary there. I thought I was going to beat that down again. But these 3, I've already decided what colors we're going to use. So for the cobble, which is going to spin up and then catch right here. See where that line is up there? I can't zoom, but that's where it's going to hook up there. We are going to use white concrete. And I got this all as powder. I'll have to get a concrete machine and start making some actual concrete as we go up. But this first chunk, we are just going to do our water trick, getting this all turned into concrete. For the diorite, that's going to go up and end right there on that one, right there. We are going to go with blue, bright blue concrete. So we're going to have a blue front and a white front, and then we're going to have a grand entrance coming in here of something. I'm not sure what it is yet. I've got that planned out. And then for this last one, the granite, which we're actually going to work with the most today because it happens to be easy. It was the easiest ones to do square on the square spots, so they come up perfectly on the edge of this, and then we'll slowly start adapting these in. This one is going to be right cyan terracotta. So I spent some time mining. That's what the cactus farm is for, to get ourselves some cactus so we can get our cyan. I got some blue. I'm gonna go bribe Wallace to borrow his scaly farm and get some more white for this white one over here. But we're going to be working our way up, and it's going to be pretty cool, I think, once we start getting these into place. So let me bring up this first level, which is going to be all of these towers going up to this one. I'm probably just going to do the cyan and sort of show you what the idea behind it is. Get it up there a ways, and then get the rest of these brought up as well. And then show you what it's going to look like when I clear out the center, so you can kind of have an idea of what this is going to look like as we go up. So let me go make some headway, and then I'll be right back with you. All right, welcome back. So I've made a little bit of progress. I've got our circles done as far as up about 5 or 6. This is where we're going to take a look at how we're going to combine these circles. And I think what I want to do is going to do a little bit of a hook right here, and sort of take down all of these walls here on the sides, and give ourselves a little bit more, a little less to build on the inside and more on the outside. So we're going to be doing those as we go up. I know I'm going to have to do a little bit of it and then figure out where they are crossing over and meeting up, and what items are going to shave off of each other and so forth. So you can kind of see that there. On this area right in here, I want to do a nice big open forum. So I'm going to leave this alone. I'm going to do an big open entryway into this. But I do want to take down some of this other stuff. I'm going to go and sleep first. Sleep the night away. Got Spanky on here. Been hunting some glowstones. And you saw, and hopefully you saw that. Got glowstones out here. I know that I'm going to be working with water on these, so definitely going to need that. So let's start with this. Do this. Let's take down. I know we're going to take down this. So let's go ahead and take this down, because I'm going to need this white concrete as well. So let's go ahead and take this down. I'm not so sure about that yet. And let's take this down. Well, so we can kind of go out here and take a look. All right. Pick this up. These are expensive. All right, so the real trick is figuring out how am I going to tie these two together. I think what I want to do is two here. I'm thinking 1, 2, 2, right? So we get this in here like this, and then maybe that. Like that. Think that works? Thing is, I'm not gonna need that. Let's see. The answer. I'm sort of playing this one by ear here. Let me do this. Get these two facing together and then tear down all of this. I think I like that. Let's tear this down real quick. We'll pop back up and kind of take a corner here. White right here. And I did this on purpose. I knew I was going to have to tear this down. One, it gives me some concrete to actually have. And two, it allows me to actually build the shape and then build the shapes around it as well. So that's kind of an important step. Take a look at it here. Yeah, I'm liking that. And then this is going to probably tear this back to here. So, oh yeah, I'm liking that. I'm really liking that nice big feel. All right, so let me get the shape tore down and get built up to this level. And then I'll be back with you in a bit. All right, everybody, welcome back. So we've made some progress. We've got big blue wall, big white wall. Way over there on the back side, we've got our cyan or gray wall. I think these colors look really good together. I think as we got them from this direction, kind of see all these colors, and as we start twisting them up, I think we're really going to start seeing some good stuff come into place here. So the next thing we're going to do, and this part easy. Piece of cake. Next part, not so much. So what we've got to do, get some dirt, scaffolding, is we're going to be twisting and turning our a lot of dirt. Twisting and turning our gray up, and that's going to be really the trick. And and the first time as I'm doing these, because I haven't done this before, so keep that in mind. Is that I have no idea how I'm going to do this yet. So, all right, right here. No, I want to do this circle right here. Going to be cyan. You know this. Okay. All honesty, it's probably going to be bummer 2. Kind of piecing these together. All right. What I think we're going to do is, so this is a 21 diameter circle. And this one down here is a 25. So, I think I want to put something at about 95 here. 105 up here, right? 105. This one down here is 6. 95. All right, so this is where we're going to have like a 23, and this is going to be like halfway between the two of them. So that's going to be really the trick. So let me pull up my circle generator. And I think what I want to do, turn this off real quick. Hit by phantoms. All right, so we have I'm going to assume okay. Got that. Got circles in Minecraft. Always so much counting and maths. And this project, the way that I'm building this one right now, it is right now all about the maths. Keeping these circles almost evenly spaced and almost logical. get this circle done here real quick. And we're going to do this whole circle again, and that's where it really becomes... I'm going to be putting a whole bunch of blocks down that I'm just going to pick back up. And I know that, and there's no easy way to do that. I haven't entirely pre-built this. I've put together the pieces. I kind of have an idea of what it's going to look like from a big picture perspective. Where I want these natural circles to hit. I think it helps. I think it really, really helps. Sort of the pacing and how everything's going out. And hopefully I did. And I'm kind of keeping the and this is where I think the building's going to have an interesting shape, in the fact that I'm keeping the circles almost I'm not twisting them within a confined space and keeping them above the tower, because you can kind of see over here, right, that this sort of trickles up and above the tower, which means that as I'm coming over this way, I'm going to come out a little bit, and I'm okay with that. That's kind of the look that I want. So let's grab torches. And I know I could use torches to do some of this building, but I want the blocks. I'm going to need those as we go around. So let's take a quick look up. You can kind of see this forming up here, right? We've got this big circle, and then we got this next one, and then up above it we're going to have another one. And the next trick is just getting these all to kind of gracefully tie together. So let me try to piece at least this bottom section up to the next section and see what I can come up with and where I'm going to get this thing to shrink appropriately and see what I can come up with. So I'll be back with you here in a bit. All right, everybody, welcome back. So I made a little bit of progress, and it's not been much, and that's part of the frustrations. Let's go take a look at this. It's a lot. This is a lot more difficult than I initially thought it was. But I've done a little bit of work here. So you can see our two colors, and I've worked our third one in. This is just sort of an idea of our entryway. I want to have like a nice big grand entrance. I may even dig all this down. I have no problem terraforming that down to get this as a grand entrance. I've kind of got this worked up and a little bit worked up here. But it's been tough. I got a lot of the white done, and that's probably what we want to do. I spent the majority of the weekend working through this, trying to get this to work out, and I'm about 1/8 of the way done on this. Just got it up through here. Kind of see the white starting to tie in over here. We're seeing a lot more of the where this is going to sort of work its way up on top of this, which is exactly what we want it to do. But I'm having a little bit of struggles with the blue right now, because it wants to push way out over the front, and I want it to sort of hug into the white a little better. So I'm going to probably have to change how these are moving through there. But let's go take a quick flight look at this, and yep, we have rockets. We have a few rockets. But this is what it's kind of going to look like. There, you can kind of see it sort of taking shape here. Go off of the direction. I think come at it from this direction. You can kind of see how this is going to start forming together. There's going to be big columns. I got to clear up this dirt over here, but you can kind of see how this is coming together. It's definitely going to be something that you can sort of see from everywhere. You know what? Looking at this, the way that blue wants to push out and over, I think that's probably the right answer. You can see the cyan over here doing the same kind of thing. So that is what I've got time for today. Unfortunately, it's just been a grind trying to get this going. There's too many of those. We're really tight for gunpowder right now. We've got some elytras, we've got a lot of everybody that wants to use them, but gunpowder is our shortage, so we're working on that. If we get something up and going, I may end up showing you. We may even put a creeper farm out here in one of the big skyscrapers just to have it available and see what we can hide inside of those things. But that is what I got time for today. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Love to hear you guys' feedback on this. What do you guys think of the colors, how this is coming together? I want to keep plowing away on this one off camera just to keep working on it because it's going to be a while to get up there. I want to try and get up to there by the end of, hopefully by the end of next week is my current kind of goal. Get this all done. I knew this was going to be a big one. It is just a lot bigger than I thought it was, and we're going to have to spend some time working on this. I've been doing a lot of grinding for concrete, turning it, taking powders, turning it into regular, all that kind of thing. I even built a little concrete machine down in there as well to help with that. But like I said, I always want to hear you guys' feedback. You can leave me comments down below. You can always find me on Twitter at @awanderingnerd. Hopefully you guys liked today's video. Little progress update, I know. If you did, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more like this, definitely subscribe. But until next time, this is A Wandering Nerd.